Hi, welcome to our math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on rational functions and specifically inverse and direct variation. All right, let's go. A group is going to the movies. The cost varies directly with the number of people attending. It costs $168.75 for 15 tickets. Find the constant of proportionality. So when we're talking about direct and inverse variation, the constant of proportionality is the variable k. So in this case, we have the cost per ticket is the constant of proportionality times the number of tickets. All right, so we have $168.75 equals the constant of proportionality times 15 people tickets. If we divide both sides by 15, we get that the constant of proportionality is 1125. What does a constant mean? It means each ticket costs $11.25. Find an equation. Well, we started off with the base equation. The equation is the cost per ticket is $11.25 times the number of tickets. How much would it cost for a group of 140 to go to the theater? All right, so the cost of 140 people going to the theater is $11.25 times 140, which is $1,575. Okay, but what happens if instead of direct variation, what we're asking about is inverse variation? So here we go. A group is going to the movies. The theater has 150 seats. The cost varies inversely with the number of people attending. They are planning on renting out the theater. If the group contains 100 people, the cost is $8.05 per person. Find the constant of proportionality, and what does the constant mean? All right, so if it varies inversely, again, our constant of proportionality is still K. Now it's the cost per ticket is going to be the constant divided by the number of tickets. So in direct variation, when the number of tickets goes up, the total cost goes up. In inverse variation, there is a set price, so when the number of tickets goes up, the cost per person goes down. Okay, so we know that it's the cost per person is $8.05 when there are 100 people. So if we multiply both sides by 100, we get that the constant of proportionality is 805. What does the constant mean? It means that the cost to rent the theater is $805. Find an equation for the situation. All right, so the cost, the charge per ticket is $805 divided by the number of tickets bought. How much would it cost per person if a group of 140 went to the theater? So the cost for 140 people is 805 divided by 140, and if we divide that out, we get that it is $5.75 per person. Lastly, and this is a very common and an important question, is what is a reasonable domain and range for this model? Okay, so if we come back up to the original problem, it says that the theater has 150 seats. So if you're renting out the theater, the number of tickets, the domain, it makes sense if the domain, you're not going to rent out the theater without at least one person going. And the total number that they have, the top number is 150 people going because 150 seats is how many fit in the theater. Okay, so the cost for one person is $805 divided by 1, which is $805. And the cost for 150 people is $805 divided by 150. And this one, unlike the 140, when we put it into the calculator, we get 5.36 repeat. But since we're talking about money and the way a theater works, this would actually become $5.37. When we write the range, we need to write it small to big, so 537, comma, 805. Now, I wrote these in interval notation. I could have written the domain in interval notation by saying the domain is 1 is less than or equal to the number of tickets is less than or equal to 150, and the range is $5.37 is the smallest cost, less than or equal to 805. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks!